Shalom, shalom. It's your brother Makazai. You already know what this is. This is TLZ, Trumpets of Zion. Want to give all praise to the Most High, Yahuwah, and his beloved son, Yahushua. All right, some say Yahweh, Yahawashi, or another name, but regardless, I want to give all praises, calling you Negroes back to our God. We are the true Israelites of the Scriptures. Also, any Gentiles that know this word and have repented and coming into the truth, you're welcome. All right, so though I say that about Gentiles, and it's crazy, but I vocab Malone. It's funny because there's a lot of Gentiles out there that profess that we are the children of Israel. And the prophecies are speaking for itself. And just like I watched the Qanath, when him being on F.O.P.E and how he tap dance around questions and things like that. And that's what white supremacy, and that's what people that know they have an agenda do. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm coming on here to show forth. This is about King David proving and showing, and this is an archive, so this is not new. This is something I did years ago. So some of the speech, forgive me, some of the speech, but obviously, if I'm talking about white supremacy, all of that is still evident to this day. But as far as me being One West and all of that, or anything like that, in the video, I looked over it a little bit, so. But I did some editing, as I've done with, some of the other videos I've put on this channel. All right. But, the point is, vocab, seen them on Sonetta as well, still, it's 2021 and people still thinking that ruddy and red and it's the same thing as Adam and Esau and David and Solomon. Yeah, like, so all of that was cut in this video, and I know brothers have done other lessons about Ruddy, but I just wanted to showcase mine, but as well as addressing vocab, and I also wanted to show a few things. So this is the video that I'm gonna put up in a minute, but we can see Ruddy. And the Bible Compact Bible Dictionary, it says a word used to refer to a red or fair complexion, which even fair in the scriptures is not meaning like a light skinned person, and that's even sometimes with the Latino I think Northern Kingdom Prophet said that, you know what I'm saying? And song, fair means beautiful. It doesn't mean light skin, how the term has been flipped. And now that's what when someone thinks of someone being of a fair complexion or someone that's fair, they're first thinking of, oh, it's light skin or white or something like that. No, it means beautiful. All right, but it says in contrast to the dark skin of the Hebrews. So so if the dark skin of the Hebrews is showing you who, if they were dark, then someone that was ruddy had to be still considered that complexion with the Hebrews. Okay, whether it be a light skin, and that's why I always teach that the Negro comes in all shades. Okay, the Negro is vast. Hair texture, skin complexion, nose, the whole nine. It's you know what I'm saying? It's it's vast. The Negro is vast. So you're not gonna get one Negro and everyone looks like Wesley Snipes. So yeah, when I say Negro only and all of that, I'm not saying it's just Wesley Snipes. So that what I'm saying? So, but we're not gonna play games either. All right, but just to show a little example of that, okay? Genesis 12:11, and it came to pass when he was come near to enter into Egypt, just talking about Abraham, that he said unto Sarah his wife, behold, now I know that thou art a fair woman to look upon. So does that mean that, oh, you're a red bone, a light skin, and white woman, and or what? That's what comes to these people's minds. But let's go into that. I mean, I wasn't even really gonna touch into this, but it's just to cut, to show. Okay, beautiful. Okay, fair, beautiful, handsome, beautiful, comely. Okay, goodly, pleasant, well. Nothing about the complexion is light skin and all of that. So that's a cut to Northern Kingdom prophets and those out here teaching that fair. When the scriptures talk about fair, you automatically thinking it's saying that it's talking about the complexion of someone. All right, so from there, I just wanted to show a couple things, and like I said, this will be edited um, with the video. It wasn't too long, and I showed in that video the different versions, of 1 Samuel 16 and 12. Okay, so which 1 Samuel 16:12, when it comes to ruddy. Okay, now he is ready, but I'm gonna let the video do its thing. I'm not really gonna interfere, but I'm gonna in that video I showed the different versions and how it says dark. It can mean healthy complexion, everything, but just showing that it was different from red. Okay, that it was, and we just read in the Bible Compact Dictionary. All right, but let's go here to. I didn't bring this one out, but this is coming from the Great Bible 1539. Okay, so it says this is 1 Samuel 16:12, and it says, and he sent and brought him in, and he was brown, and of an excellent between, and well favored in sight. And the Lord said, "Ars and anoint him, for this is he." Okay, so if I'm messing up words, obviously this is from the early English, way before the 1611, right? So this is before we see ready in the scripture. So why? You know what I'm saying? So when we see those other versions and they say dark and things like that, we know, okay, this is where it had the ideal of ready. This is what they had in mind, or a healthy complexion, not red, blood forth through the skin. But yet, when animals, it ready you speak of animals regarding ready, it's dark animals and things like that. So just showing you the white supremacy and things like that. All right, so this last thing I wanted to bring out. So this is on my Instagram, Makaza, as you see. I said, brought this out before, but the gems still can't be denied. Josephus stating what Tacitus, the Roman historian, said about our origin, Jews, Israelites. One source said we were Ethiopians. The other said we descended. And again, it's not that we come from Ham, but because we're of color. Okay, just like the Greek Strabo said the Jews were Egyptians, which is the clear examples in the scriptures. We became a big nation in Kemet, Egypt, which they were a people of color also. We were also compared to Egyptians, and we were living there frequently. Okay, so in the Josephus, which, obviously you got to put two and two together. Okay, so the Jews, King David was a Jew. All right, so Reddy is not saying that he was a white man or any, and he always playing games like, oh, I don't think that that they're white and all, but you're trying to equate people in Yemen, and you're trying to deny it. But the scripture, what we see in history, what we see on the walls, what we see in scriptures is showing black people. Okay, like I said, people of color. Okay, so, and you have Negroes in those regions as well. Okay, so you can't get around that. So it's not that the people in Yemen are the original. That's what a Jew looked like, the original Jews. When a lot of those people have been mixed and mingled in. Okay, so again, we're not gonna play games. Okay, but you see what the sources are saying. They saying again. Here, let's read it. So let me read it for you. So it says, some say that they were a people that were very numerous in Egypt under the reign of Isis, and that the Egyptians got free from that burden by sending them into the adjacent countries under their captain Hierosolamus and Judas. the greatest part say they were those Ethiopians whom fear and hatred obliged to change their inhabitants. Okay, so the greatest part say that they were those Ethiopians. So for them to be even compared to Ethiopians off top, again, they're not comparing white people or another nation of people. You know what I'm saying? They're comparing black people, Africans. All right, like we see in the scriptures, and I did the lesson on Amos 9 and 7. Because damn Hitho, you know what I'm saying? Coming against, running his mouth, and showed the understanding, and showed that even the book Joseph and Asenath shows that Jacob had hair like an Ethiopian. Okay, so yes, Jacob, the forefather of the nation of Israel, had hair like an Ethiopian. Okay, so I mean, you can't get around that. All right, so this is Tacitus now. So it says, getting to the point, it says, many assure us that the Jews are. So if that last source in Josephus, you were, oh, that's not talking about the Jews, that was some other thing. No. Okay, well, we can go straight to the Romans. Many assure us that the Jews are descended from those Ethiopians who were driven by fear and hatred to immigrate from their home country when Cyrus was king. Okay, so, and this is the Strabo source. Okay, in Egypt, therefore, I had cut it off a little bit, but again, this is also in the Josephus. But it says, because the Jews were originally Egyptians, and because the land wherein they inhabit, since they were thence, is near to Egypt. Okay, they also removed into Cyrene, because this land adjoined to the government of Egypt, as well as does Judea, or rather was formerly under the same government. And this is what Strabo says. Okay, so you got Greeks, okay, and Josephus, which is a Jew, confirming. Okay, and I showed the Sudi, okay, Sudi, which means a black person, said that the Jews were called were Sudi. Okay, so I mean, it's showing you, like vocab, you're cutting yourself. Okay, and I don't agree. Yeah, I believe that Ruth was not an Israelite. So yeah, but you're not. Yeah, outside of that, yeah, you're a liar, and yeah, the truth is not in you on a lot of other things. All right, but yeah, Ruth. As far as Ruth, I know the brothers teaching Ruth is a Israelite. But the scriptures, and I got another lesson later on, showing Cornelius and all in the early church fathers and other books, that substantiate those things. But this the point right here is going into King David, and showing that he was black, and or showing he was from that spectrum of Negro. Okay, so whether he was dark skinned, light skinned, red bone, like a Steph Curry, like, because I brought that out, how Josephus says he was tawny. Okay, which we know what tawny is. Okay, brownish, orange. Matter of fact, yeah, like a yellow complexion. I mean, that, see right here, a dark yellowish or dull yellowish brown complexion. So yeah, right here. So before somebody says, "Oh, that the yellow, that's Asian," and all, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people are sick. When it comes to this truth, like, or comes to anything involving Negroes, people really hate the truth, but they want us to be 3/5 of a man, and but it is what it is. But we're gonna keep smashing this truth, like I said. So here it is, what tawny is. All right, so like I said, I hope y'all can learn from the video. Like I said, it's an archive. It's old, so yeah, if anything that was said that might refer to camps or anything like that back then, yeah, like I said, I don't agree with everything now, but like I said, the truth still matters. All right, so like I said, King David was a Negro man. Read it and weep. Shalom. Okay. I did a video a while in 2012 on King David being black, and I just wanted to remake this pretty much the first part of the video. So the other two parts are from 2012, where I go into the Josephus, breaking down what the word ready means, and I also put some information in the link description, as well as the full breakdown of what the word Adam means, because this is you know, the white lies, Edomite lies that are taught that, okay, Adam is red, and then Esau is red, and then, oh, then that means David and Solomon is red, and, you know, which is mainly what so-called white man is pushing, and those pushing white supremacy, and, you know, a lot of unlearned Israelites that have no idea what they're saying. But this is just straight to the point cut, you know, and the other, like I said, the part 2 and 3 is mainly going to really go into what the Josephus said, and I'm going to bring some other information out. But, you know, I just wanted to bring these things out. And this also proves that Esau really does know the truth, but again, you have to be looking for things, because yes, they are hiding things. Okay, so obviously everyone knows, and apologies for videotaping like this. I do need to get I believe it's called Camtasia, but I mean, as long as the work get done. Alright, so let's get to business. Alright, so Genesis 25 and 25, we all know this, and the first came out red all over like in hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. So again, people try to equate being called red with ready. Now also, the word ready, when you look it up, which I bring out in the other parts of this video, but when you look it up, it shows that, I guess, when they're trying to break it down as a human, it's automatically like red, rosy faced, and all of that. But when they do it for animals, now it's brown, or, you know, dark and things like that. So just showing you how they the devil. But when you see, obviously we see the word is going to be the Idumni, which red means Adawam. That's the real word, and Adam's name is really Adama, because he was made from the ground, not no red earth and all of that. Okay, so now this is the King James Version. Now I'm gonna go to the New Living Translation. Matter of fact, I'm gonna switch over here. Okay, so this is the Bible Hub. So 1 Samuel 16 and 12 concerning David. Now, also ready can mean health, like a healthy complexion, which it's saying right here. This is the New International Version. So he sent for him and had him brought in, and he was glowing with health and had a fine appearance and handsome features. Then the Lord said, "Rise and anoint him. This is the one." Now look at the New Living Translation. So Jesse sent for him. He was dark and handsome with beautiful eyes, and the Lord said, "This is the one, anoint him." So where is you so-called white people getting red hair and things like that? But again, they switching, obviously they changing words and things like that, but they know that King David was of a dark complexion, which, and when I bring out in the other videos that I show that even in the Bible Compact Dictionary, showing the ruddy is contrast to the dark skin of the Hebrews, which again, ruddy is, it can mean like healthy, but also it's like a tawny, like basically King David was most likely he was for sure black, but he was like probably a red bone, light skin. Like we know, don't get it twisted when I say red bone, but basically light skin, Steph Curry type, you know. So but the point is, look how it says he was dark and handsome. Okay, and there was another one I saw. But and why doesn't it say ready for Esau? It just clearly says red, showing you that it cannot be the same word. And then they want to say that Adam is red too. Like, no, you know what I'm saying? But here we go. International Standard Version. So he sent and brought him. He had a dark, healthy complexion with beautiful eyes, and he was handsome. The Lord said, get up and anoint him, for this is the one. So another one, he had a dark and healthy complexion now. So I mean, like I like to say, we could just close up the book and, you know, and shut the video off from there. But, you know, that's you know, a cut just to show that in their other Bibles that they've taken words out and done they're slipping these truths in there. Okay, so I mean, no one should be saying, oh, Adam was red, Esau's red, oh, then ruddy, so you guys can't see. So you know what I'm saying? But for the rest of these verses, it's saying ready. So again, someone would get tripped up because they'll just go and see how the corruption is, which I have the Blue Letter Bible. I mean, not the blue, the Strong's Concordance, and you know, everything can be taken for face value. You know, you gotta study, and you know, so let's go into Solomon now, because again, Solomon, son of David. So if David was black, obviously you can say the same thing about Solomon. Plus, even the during the Renaissance, you had the images of David and Solomon being black men. Okay, so that's another cut until Esau came and did the iconoclasm thing. Okay, so let's get songs. Hold on, I'm gonna put the camera down real quick. Okay, so basically the description of this is the description of Solomon. Because even when you read verse 11, which I'll get, clearly Solomon's wife was describing him. Okay, but again, back to New Living Translation. I mean, they have the word ready, but again, I'm going to deal with that. And then it said, New Living Translation, my lover is dark and dazzling, better than 10,000 others. Okay. Then, you know, my beloved is white and ruddy, which the white, not talking about that, because also white is that dazzling. Like, again, my beloved is dazzling and ruddy, so that white is not talking about what he looked like. Okay, it's that dazzling part. And International Standard Version, my beloved is dazzling with a dark and healthy complexion. Again, so that dark and healthy complexion is the ruddy. Again, outstanding among 10,000. Okay, so see if there. So wanted to show, like, here it is in the Blue Letter. Now it says he was dark and handsome, but then you go into the Hebrew, and then again they want to say it's red like a Esau. So again, try to trip people up, which is not the same word. Ruddy and red are not the same. But just wanted to show that. So yeah, I'm gonna go into the other and show that, and I don't have my Strong's Concordance with me, but even at least the one I have, it actually shows that the word with when concerning Esau is to be read, show blood in the face, turn rosy. And when I touch into the word ready, even Esau knows in his book, the Modern and Ancient Britons, showing you that the word ready wasn't speaking of, or back then it wasn't speaking like that, the rosy face, but more like tawny, like, which again, yellow complexion, light skin, things like that. Okay, so hope brothers and sisters could use this as a dagger, have that work. Okay, so let's get into it, because I'm gonna show that that the word ruddy comes from the word raud, which means like dark, brownish, or yellow. Okay, which the word tawny means yellow or brownish, and what I'm about to get into right now. So this is the Josephus, the Antiquity of the Jews, the works of Josephus. And when you look from the death of Eli to the death of Saul, you can just go down to, or if you got the book form, you just go down to chapter 8, I think it is. Yeah, chapter 8. And this is talking about what I was just talking about in 1 Samuel 16 and 12. Okay, so I'm not going to read basically it's talking about when David was coming in. So alright, so now as his father, which Jesse is David's father, had sent for David, and he was come, he appeared to be a yellow complexion, of a sharp sight, and a comely person in other respects also. Okay, so from there, just to show that he was a yellow complexion. Alright, so the word Raoul from a Scottish Gaelic word. Okay, and when you go down, it shows red, red-headed. But here in the usage notes, it goes used for dark brownish red. Okay. So just to show that real quick. And then, like I said, if you look that word tawny up, which I'm about to get into it in a minute, but let me just, this is the New Compact Bible Dictionary. Alright, first I want for so-called Negroes to show you something. Let me first go to the ham. Okay, this is the definition of ham. Okay, so ham. Perhaps hot, the youngest son of Noah, born probably about 96 years before the flood, and one of 8 persons to live through the flood. He became the progenitor of the dark races, not the Negroes, but the Egyptians, Ethiopians, Libyans, and Canaanites. And I mean, it's all throughout history that the Egyptians were dark-skinned people. And when you do research, the only time really you had a lot of white people in there is when the Greeks from Ptolemy ruling Egypt.
ruddy, a word used to refer to a red or fair complexion in contrast to the dark skin of the Hebrews. 1 Samuel 16:12, 1 Samuel 17:42, Song of Solomon 5 and 10. And I already showed about Song of Solomon, and those verses basically being how they say that King David was dark and handsome, but then they sneak that red in there. All right, so I'm gonna get this one more book and then we'll be done. Okay, so I'm about to close it out. The book Ancient and Modern Britons, Volume 1 by David McRitchie. Okay. Alright, so I'm on page 152. Okay. For Rodri, or Roderick may be rendered the tawny chief, which I told you that the word tawny, and you can look it up in the etymology or just regular dictionary, meaning yellow or brownish, being a compound of Raud, germ, Roth, Old Gaelic, Ratan, English, red and ruddy, and Rick, or Reg, and Gypsy, Raya. A kinglet or chief. It might have been doubtful whether Raud in this instance signified tawny and not Rashi, or ruddy-faced, or perhaps red-haired. This might have been doubtful were it not for the fact that the poem just quoted from distinctly reveals those men as black-skinned. That Raud does sometimes signify tawny, we have already seen the authorities for this rendering being Dr. Armstrong and Mr. J. F. Campbell. Therefore, this etymology and the contemporaneous picture both agree in depicting those sons of Rodri as the clan of the Tawny chief, or perhaps more correctly, the clan of the chief of the Tawny people. Okay? So I'm going to move to page 180. And basically I'm getting to the point. So if you guys want to get this book, and there's information in the volume 2 about the word Raud as well. Okay? But I'm just going to be at the middle of the page on 180. It would also seem from this that the reason why Raud red should come to signify tawny is precisely similar to that which made Dune Dut a black man and Dune Grom a wad stained man to be interchangeable terms, or to that which made such words as glash and gorm or guarn but are be used in Scotland and in Wales in an apparently most contradictory fashion, signifying in the one place green or blue and in the other brown or swarty, which swarty means dark-skinned. The explanation in all these cases being that the swarty people were also Raud, or red-stained, and gorm or wad colored. Okay, so that's why I'm saying that you got light-skinned people that are called, when they call them red bone. So that's what ruddy actually means, because black people can also be, get a red tint on them. But let me read this last one and then I'm done. Okay, so page 312. I'm at the last paragraph. Okay, the chief of the tawny or red people and the tawny or red chief renders it likely that this tribe of swarty devils, as the Gaelic poem politely calls them, used to smear themselves over with iron ore, as in the historical cases already cited. And indeed, the fact that Raud signifies tawny as well as red may also be held to support this belief. Okay, so basically King David was between being light-skinned or in between like a caramel skin, but basically he wasn't a so-called white man with blue eyes and red hair, because that's not in the scriptures. And the Josephus said he was a yellow complexion as well. Okay, so I hope brothers and sisters was edified, and you leave your comments, and all praises to the Most High.